What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. You know, this whole situation with the Brat has been very questionable to a lot of black men. And of course, we know that a lot of black men have made it difficult to access sperm. Black male sperm is very hard to get on the market. So what's happening is a lot of these sperm donors, if they want women who are in LGBTQ relationships, they're likely to get with a white man, a white sperm donor. Okay. And when it came time for the Brat to get a black sperm donor, she didn't like the look. All right. She responded in kind by saying that the man looked like Jiminy Cricket. Okay. The man looked like Jiminy Cricket. In other words, he was ugly. They selected a white sperm donor. The Brat explained her previous comment because her wife, I believe Jessica Harris Dupart, had to come out and say, look, hey, that's the wrong thing for her to say. That's not very nice. And the Brat says, I cracked jokes about almost everybody that I saw. That one just happened to make it into the show. I wasn't trying to be mean or say anything negative about black people. We were looking for a black donor. We're black. We wanted a black donor. So she did say this. So if I offended anybody, I do apologize. But it was a joke between me and my wife and the doctor. We joke like that. We play around. It wasn't meant to be offensive in any way. I don't know, guys, if the doctor was black. You guys could tell me or not. But I just want to ask a question. And again, this is me. Like, I say some pretty crazy things in my young life and understand I can make errors and stuff like this. And I understand that maybe she made one. And I believe the sister can be forgiven for whatever she's talking about. But I just think that as black men, could we say that? Could we say, this particular black woman is not attractive enough. She looks like Jiminy the Cricket. Can we say that? Is it possible that we could say that? Okay. And again, like I said, I'm about like moving the ball forward and everything, but I'm just talking about it in general. Could we say that? Right. The issue is that she had one sperm donor, didn't like what the guy looked like. Then my question I want to talk about is this for anybody in the room. Why are black men so uncomfortable with having or donating sperm? That's really what I would like to know. Why are black men so against, not for, having or donating sperm? Why is it that black men, out of every group of men, and we have to be honest here, black men love their mothers, most of them. Most of them, I'm crazy about my mom. I have a daughter. This is not my real daughter, but this is my daughter. She is Ugandan, okay? I'm crazy about her. Like, silly crazy. Ain't nothing I wouldn't do for them. My grandma, she get on my nerves. Everybody in our family nerves, she get on our nerves. I love her to death. Nothing I wouldn't do for her. Got a niece, depending on what day of the week it is. No, I'm just joking, bro. I love my niece, right? I love the women in my family, okay? So when you love your mama, it's very easy for you to have the desire to want to get married. So with that being the case, and most black men feel like their mama can't do nothing wrong, why is it that these black men do not trust these women with their sperm? Why is that? Why can't the Brat get black donors such that you said the man looks like Jiminy the Cricket? The answer lies in the question. And these are hard conversations for the black world to have and African American community to have. But I'm just going to make it like the old folks say, we're going to make it plain. These men are so tired, I believe, of what's going on right now in Black America. They don't want nothing largely to do with sisters in general. That's how I honestly feel. Most black men would have nothing to do. They are interacting in places they can and they will, and they're not going to be mean or anything. But a lot of brothers are not committed to procreation, reproduction, nothing. They don't even want to be sperm donors. And that's the larger thing. The larger thing is why? And when we start unbuckling that, we're going to get a whole lot of problems. Because see, for me, I like talking about the black male experience. I think it's fair. It's very fair. Because the fact that she can't even go in and get black sperm because it's so hard to get, it represents something that is a larger problem, a pandemic in the black community at large. And that community, what the black men are saying is, we cannot be bothered with y'all like that. That's what it shows me. So when she made that joke of Jiminy the Cricket, let me tell you what else happens. It leans into black men's personal bias. Now, she might have been making a joke about that particular guy, right? And I understand it because I say jokes that are offensive. But what black men can take about something, oh, okay, this is how she felt about all of us. This is how a lot of brothers can take it. Like that black man, black female relationship situation is very touchy. So if you hear the Brat saying, oh, she said that about a black man, called him Jimmy the Cricket. See, that's exactly why I don't deal with him. See, this is where I'm going. That's where black men are at now. Black men are so fed up that anytime, that's why so many black men came at Ebony K. Williams like that. She didn't even say black men at first, right? But when she said, I will date the bus driver only if he owned the bus. Black men said, you see, it sparked. Okay, see? Oh, you're talking about all of us in the blue collar world. Okay, so we not good. It just a feeling of, I remember being talked down to when I was coming up. I remember this. Your mama tell you ain't gonna be nothing, just like your daddy. It brings up a lot of hurt. But doesn't want to talk about it. It brings up a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, and it's a lot of confirmation bias. A lot of times black men, this is something that black women do. We do it to each other. We're looking for something that confirms the fact that you don't like us. We already have that bias. You could be just joking. And the Brat and Jessica Dupart may have nothing against black men. I really don't think that they do. I mean, even though they're in a lesbian relationship, both of them, I think, are bisexuals. I don't think that they have anything against black men. But what I'm saying personally is because that confirmation bias is so dangerous. It is dangerous, y'all. And once black men get there, it's very little turning back. Very little turning back. Once brothers get there, it's over. And it's so many black men like that. That's why a lot of black men talk with their actions now. Well, most black men ain't like us, me, the late, great Kevin Samuels, people who actually want to see dialogue. I would love to get black men and black women in the group at least talking. I don't even care if it's a roast session. At least you're talking. Then we can get to talking. We can get brothers and sisters to kind of work things out. That's one thing I like about Kevin Samuels' platform. It allowed people to talk. A lot of brothers don't even want to be bothered in black America. They don't. A lot of black men, we can't even get them to talk. So how they talk is with their actions. They talk about going someplace else. Black men are talking about going someplace else, doing something different, leaving the black America, black sisters alone. That's how black men are talking. They talk with no marriages. They talk with not caring about the community. They talk with taking their resources somewhere else. They talk by not donating sperm. They talk by not living around or wanting to marry a sister. They talk. That's how black men are talking now. That's the language. That is the language of black men. Black men talk like that now. That's how they communicate. And I know a lot of y'all are mad, but it is not my fault. It's the truth. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Please follow the YouTube, the bell. I'm out.